good. Everything's good. Alright, everything looks good. Everything's fine. Everything's awesome. Okay. Alrighty. What is up, people? It is your boy Dark. We are here, we are alive, and we are doing things. Now, give me a moment. I just realized that the proportions are wrong, and I got to fix that so we can take a look at the glorious booty after I set the commission quick. Give me a momento. I will fix that right away. The booty is important. You cannot deny the booty. You cannot deny the booty. Yep, there it is. Beautiful. Beautiful. Anyway, later than I wanted to today. I blame the fact that my second alarm didn't go off when it was supposed to. That just fucking happens. That said, today's going to be a little weird in terms of plans anyway, so it kind of works out. It's just I'm throwing people off now because I'm like, oh, normally at the latest for the morning stream, I stream about an hour ago. It is what it is. Oh, that was a nice crack on my back. Anyway, we're here today to work on some more Traum. We'll see how things go, and yeah, do it from there. Anyway, away we go. Idle talk in the dead of night. We're here in the righteous realm. We'll see how things go. I will use apples that I have if I need to. I have plenty of bronze that I can burn, because I hate bronze apples. Excuse me. Today's the last day for Lotto, too, in case people want to grind the shit out of that. I might do that later, but not right now. See if I can open another, if I can finish another box or two. Oh, animated cutscene. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Hello there, who is this? Oh, okay, it's young Maury. Look at that, he's like, I'm a fabulous little bitch. It looks like he's got fucking lipstick on from that angle. Though he might, he does have that mascara shit. Huh. So I went from that to that. Interesting. Sherlock Holmes is my rival. He is the light to my shadow. However, in this new role as a foreign disciple, our past rivalry is irrelevant. Only his abilities matter now. His capacity to observe, deduce, and reach the truth. I cannot have him bringing those abilities to bear here. So, I planted seeds of doubt. I peered to him and showered him in a torrent of utter nonsense. Yes, utter nonsense. But assuming our position is assured, he will no doubt lose sight of what is truly important, thanks to my efforts. If Holmes means to uncover the truth, then I shall be a wall to block his progress. He will never overcome the barrier I represent. I see. It seems this foreign god thinks things through very well. It's a shame Vlad III sealed himself away with his own stakes. A powerful servant like him would have made an excellent piece on the board. I'm going a little British, but it's okay. Oh well. Oh, shit. I suppose I'll just have to move some other pieces instead. But what about... I just can't say. Holmes. My apologies. No matter how I try, I can't seem to get a read on this Moriarty. I don't believe he's the Singularity's master, but aside from that... What's with you? You're not usually so hedgy. Nonetheless, I've arrived at a conclusion, though one that yet remains ill-defined. In the Singularity, masters are all but meaningless. Then, does that mean it's impossible? Does that mean it's impossible to rid of the servants here by finding and killing their masters? Their master? Yes. I believe we should assume as much. Well, that's going to be a problem. We recruited you Chaldeans because we were counting on you to do exactly that. You were? Naturally. There is no way. That in no way precludes us from cooperating in a different matter. For example, we could win this war against the Revenge and Reinstatement realms. Acquire the Holy Grail sustaining those realms and cause the Singularity to collapse. Would that not be a viable option? Sure, if we can actually accomplish that. But what about their numbers? Their armies are far larger than ours. I keep changing her voice anyway. Of course, I've taken that into consideration, and I remain confident we can win. There are certainly plenty of challenges to overcome, but the situation is by no means hopeless. What do you think, sir? Right. I forgot the crazy voice. Right. Sherlock Holmes. Sir Sherlock Holmes? Yes. Please. Please save proper human history for us. Consider it done, is one way to put it. That being said, there are only so many things we can do at the moment. Our first step should be taken as a small mobile commando unit. Then we'll have a few other servants accompany you. There are servants besides Roland and Estafa we're fairly sure we can trust. Thank you. That would be a great help. It's a safe bet they'll be keeping an eye on us, too. That aside, Sancho's pretty much been running the show ever since they revealed their true identity, hasn't she? In fact, now that I think of it, she was the one who conveyed what Charles the Great was supposedly saying all the time. I guess it makes sense Sancho would be better with political stuff than Don Quixote, given his background. It'd be one thing if she was just Sancho. But the story of Don Quixote also has an imaginary princess, a deceptive maid, and a nameless duchess. Ah, well, who cares? Even if things turn out badly. That's Chaldea's really Dark's problem. Oh, thanks, Kodik. I'm just here to provide support, that's all. Okay, that concludes our business for today. We've prepared rooms for all of you, so I invite you to relax for the rest of the day. Well, sir, you've heard them. It sounds like it'll take more than killing a master to repair the singularity. So it does. What should we do? Speaking for myself... No, absolutely not, Sancho. I still have to stay on this throne. I have a duty to uphold, no matter what anyone else says. Isn't that right? Yes, sir. If that's what you want. Alright then, I'll come up with a few possible missions for the commando unit. Excuse me. Good. And please, allow me to select the servants who will keep an eye on the Chaldeans. We may be low on personnel, but we're still in charge of an entire realm. There's a large population of capable servant resources to choose from. Phew. It would seem we are being monitored, but it doesn't seem as though they can hear us. I can put up a light-proofing bounded field for good measure. Want me to? If you would. Well... hold on. Well, we had a chance. We had a chance to relax and catch our breaths. Which is all well and good. I'm almost doing the old man voice. But going forward, how sure are we that we can rely on Don Quixote instead of Charles the Great? We probably shouldn't. Right? Nonetheless, this is still the only option available. Both the Revenge Realm and the Reinstatement Realm are fully functioning. Automatous societies. They have demonstrated clear hostility to all proper human history. If the Righteous Realm were similarly inclined, our goose would well and truly be cooked, as they say. Well, yes, I suppose that's true, but still. Never mind that now, Gordy. Is there something else you should be doing first? Oh, yes, you're right. Doc, I commend you on making it back alive. Well done, my boy. Thanks, sir. It is. However, what have I told you about letting getting captured in the first place? My poor heart can only take so much. I'm sorry, but you know, shit happens. I gotta say, though, it really is impressive you made it back alive. Indeed. I suppose it just goes to show how luck, both good and bad, really can be a skill. I'm surprised, though, to hear you found a servant willing to betray her side and help you. You must remember, Goldoth, servants are hardly mindless puppets. We have thoughts and emotions of our own. Sometimes. Yeah. Meeting new people can spur us into temporary growth and change. Of course, we must remember only records are sent back to the throne, so unfortunately, we aren't able to preserve these feelings and memories across summonings. Yes and no, there are exceptions. At any rate, who was that Saiton person anyway? You know, I never did manage to figure that out. So you never even got a glimpse of him, huh? I see. We can return to this Mr. Saiton later. Right now, we have more pressing matters to discuss. So, hey, I put together a table of everything we know about the three realms. You want to see it? Sure! Got it. Now put it up on the screen. Sure, Frenchie, let's go. Scale, army quality, Leader is Krimhild, second is Zhangzhou, the greatest threat. Army is top-notch, discipline compared to the Revenge Realm, question mark. This can only be said of certain servants. Seeing it all laid out like this, it's pretty obvious that the Righteous Realm really hasn't anything going for it, huh? Kind of amazing they managed to survive this long. They must be quite skilled in battle, and let us not forget the natural defenses this location affords them. I expect they also have a countermeasure for servants attempting to use their spirit forms to seek in. They may be servants, but they will be easily intercepted if they're on foot, especially if they were to march in large numbers. Not to mention that if one of the other factions were to attack, the remaining faction would no doubt be quick to take advantage of that opening. I doubt she planned this all out intentionally, but it's an impressive state of affair all the same. Shit. Well, Holmes, the question still remains. What are you planning to do next? First of all, we should discuss the Moriarty calling himself a foreign disciple. It is safe to assume he's operating behind the scenes. While we could try to pursue him, that would not help to resolve the Singularity's root cause. Then you're going to work with this realm to help destroy the other realms, as you said you would earlier. Indeed. I don't believe we have any chance of negotiating something else. Well, that should be fine. This isn't a lost belt after all. Since they're the ones who started this war, they must be prepared for the consequences. But first, you're gonna start off in a commando unit, right? I wonder what that'll involve. Pardon me, may I come in? I'll switch the comms over to audio only. Remember, in this mode, your response will seem like a soliloquy, whatever the fuck that means. Sure, the door's open. So, hello. Thank you. Oh, we have a righteous. I'm the Righteous Realm servant who will be part of this commando unit. Who's it gonna be? Oh, shit! Zufu. Okay. Zufu got introduced. Okay, she's got like a light cutesy voice. Let's see what I can do for that. My name is, well, hold on. My name is Zufu. Yeah, actually that would be funny because I know she curses. My name is Zufu. I'm a caster. Zufu, does that mean you're... So, you heard of me? No, more like we had an entire singularity based on you and your obsession with your fucking fetish. The court sorcerer, Emperor Qin Shinhong, sent to search for Mount Horai and the elixir of mortality. I see. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Miss Zufu. I'm Sherlock Holmes, detective, and this is... Odic Zumplus. Dark. At least that's what the secretary told me your outlases were. I understand that you can't speak freely for a variety of reasons. Still, I'd be thrilled if you told me more anyway. So tell me. Let's just say, all in good time. Oh yes, very smooth. All that aside, 2 casters in an extra class? Weird makeup for a group. It's a long story. Lady Zufu, would be alright if I introduce myself now? Yeah, it should be fine. We probably should introduce the other servants joining this unit. I can assure you I didn't forget about him or anything like that. No wonder the secretary trusts you greatly, Lady Zufu. You truly are greater than your stature suggests. Calling her fucking short. Oh, okay. Duramande, the saber version. Okay. I'm Duramandundable, one of the Knights of Falion, whatever the fuck you pronounce it as. Also known as Duramandi the Dazzling. Pleasure to meet you. Duramon! Hey, what's up, buddy? Oh, it sounds like you already know who I am. I'm surprised, I'm not that famous. Oh, perhaps we met in another singularity or during a Holy Grail war? If we had, I'm afraid I have no memory of that. But here I'll be proud to fight alongside you. Work me as hard as you need to for this assignment. Man, now that's what I call a hero's hero. Beauty indeed. Come to think of it, Technical Advisor, you always loved all things beautiful, haven't you? Alright, now that we made our introductions, perhaps you can tell us about our mission. Of course. Our mission is to determine the enemy's military strength and secure an abandoned stronghold. Unfortunately, we're low on personnel that we'll have to accomplish both in one day. I can tell the Secretary is ready to run us ragged, me included. It's gonna be such a hassle, I wish I could just run away. Well, that was a sudden depressing turn. I'm sure this is obvious, but just to be clear, I'll stick to providing rear support. Duramande here will lead the charge. Duramande, or whatever the fuck you pronounce his name is. That's right, I'll do everything in my power to escort you all to safety. Damn, he's so radiant it hurts to look at him. I still don't understand how the dazzling part of him actually manifests physically. Don't worry, I promise I won't dazzle anyone while we're under cover. I guess it's too much to ask for you not to dazzle in a daily life either, huh? Ahem. Anyway, we'll be setting out tomorrow morning, bright and early. I recommend you all change into your spirit forms or otherwise get as much rest as you can tonight. This is gonna be interesting. How the hell did Zufu get on here? You think she wouldn't? Quiet. It's me, Kodak. Keep your voice down. I want to talk to you outside. Okay, then. Okay, that should do it. Are you ready, Mash? Yes, I'm here. As you requested, Da Vinci's working on the Organics. Director Gordoff is asleep, and the night staff are all dozing off too. I'm the only member of Chaldea currently on active duty. But why do you want to talk to us alone? Just to be safe. After I woke up, I reviewed your records of everything that happened after the Russian Lost Belt. Including records about that man from Chaldea. Oh, we're going to talk about that guy. He's not really Roman, but he is at the same time. I know. I don't know who he is either, but we'll just have to put that aside for now. More importantly, do you remember what he said about there being someone who can't be trusted? And what Archer said afterwards about something feeling off? Of course. I really can't believe you went and reported everything they told you when they were very clear you should keep it a secret. I guess you wouldn't be you if you hadn't. You remember those records too, right, Mash? Did you ever think about who the man from Chaldea might have meant? It's all there in the report. I've given it some thought, yes, but it just seemed too far-fetched to take it seriously. You're not exactly sounding like a mystery lover there. So you just dropped it? Just like that? Not another thought? Not at all. It's quite the opposite. I believe I thought about it as much and as logically as I could. No matter how much I thought about what he said, it never made any more sense. How so? Well, if someone on Chaldea's staff can't be trusted, it would mean one of them is a traitor. If there's no evidence anyone had betrayed us, and more importantly, no motive for anyone to do so, did we forget sleeper agents are a thing? We can't call this mystery a why-done-it. We call this mystery a why-done-it. Oh, right, I heard of those. Whoever told me about them also said, there's no meaning to be found in figuring out how done it's where a mage is concerned. Not when they can do almost anything, including things outside the natural realm. But the reason they committed a crime, the why done it, that is always meaningful. Right? And that clears everyone on Chaldea's current staff of suspicion. I can't see any reason for a member of our staff to want to help wipe the Earth Queen. If they were just hiding their motive, they would have tripped up a long time ago. If they don't have any reason to reset Earth, they wouldn't have any reason to help prevent it either. Yeah, that's true. The crime's already been committed here, so why would a traitor go to help the organization trying to undo it? The same goes for servants, too. That includes me, Captain Nemo, Da Vinci, and Holmes. None of us have anything to gain from Earth being wiped clean. If anything, the opposite holds true. That just leaves Scion, you, and Senpai, Master. And your alibis are airtight. You weren't even at Chaldea at the time. Senpai, of course, isn't a viable choice either. Frankly speaking, if he gave up on everything, our mission would fail that very instant. That's also true. I suppose Scion, as a member of the Atlas Institute, could see this instant differently than we do. And that, in turn, could potentially give her some kind of motive to betray us, maybe. But she's already done something that invalidates that theory. And when the foreign god used the Presto Black Hole to destroy the Wandering Sea, Scion stayed behind to the very last second, at a very real risk to her life. If she wanted to betray us, that would have been the perfect time and place to do so. Frankly, if she had known what was going to happen ahead of time and had then escaped on her own, we would all be dead by now. Be really not all that suspicious that I did something somehow? Knowing those two, they could have predicted that I eventually would have come back to Chaldea. True, but it wouldn't make even less sense for you to have started this conversation if you were the traitor. Yeah, just to be totally clear, I didn't betray anyone. Well, I guess that's not true. I did betray all of proper human history once. But I definitely didn't have the guts to betray anyone holding the controls to a collar that could kill me at any time. I think you have plenty of guts, but aside from that, I can agree with you. Betraying someone to save your own skin when you know that betraying them would get you killed? That doesn't make sense no matter how you look at it. And that's not all. Me, Dark here, the staff, the servants, all of our actions have been consistent. My case is more complex, sure. But it still checks out in the terms of consistency. Long story short, I betrayed proper human history, lost to you guys, got critically injured, recovered, and now I'm helping you guys out with restraints on my behavior. Because it beats getting locked up or killed. Sure, I wasn't exactly being virtuous, but I was being consistent, yeah. That's true. In the end, I have to think that the one from Chaldea was mistake. But do you have an idea who it could be? You do have an idea who it could be, right? Senpai? I'm not sure, but I do have just one more question. I think you can answer it in search of the library, Mash. And if that leads us to a clear answer, you can just forget all about it. But if it doesn't, then I think we might be onto something. I already went ahead and launched the library search system just in case. What's your question, Kodak? It's about servants. Let's start with Da Vinci. Chaldea summoned the original Da Vinci and her successor unit to carry on her work in her stead. So we know that Chaldeans are summoner, and she was helping before the incineration of humanity. Lima was summoned by Scion, at least that's what the record said. He's got some phantom and divine spirits mixed up with him, but we know his summoning is legit. And the servants Dar contracted with, including you, are all, of course, should be all fine. Kodak, you don't mean... Yeah, I do. My question's about Sherlock Holmes. Who summoned him? And when and where did they do it? What do you mean? I mean, I knew that was... I knew this a long time ago. He's the only one that's suspicious, honestly. A master does more than just serve as a battery for their servant. Through their contract, the master serves as an anchor to keep them rooted in reality. It's the biggest reason they need masters, even when those masters are of no help in battles between heroes. Compared to that, magecraft support is just a nice bonus. But what about rogue servants? Good question. Yeah, there's been servants in other singularities who don't belong to either Chaldea's side or the enemy's. But it was the land itself that summoned him, using the power of the Holy Grail which spawned the given singularity. In an attempt to put history back to on its original track. Basically, rogue servants use this land as a kind of vessel. So it's no surprise they can act without a master. And of course, there are also rogue servants in some of the Lost Belts who don't depend on the Holy Grail. Beowulf in Russia leads to mind. Then maybe that's what happened with Holmes too? We first met him at the Atlas Institute, so... No, wait. Huh? We didn't meet, but he was at the Mage Association in London. Remember? Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't thinking straight. Yeah, you're right, Senpai. He himself said he had left a message for us in London. In London, you managed to safely acquire the information I left at the Mage Association, right? It was just paperwork, but it should have been worth £1,000 to you at the time. My back. I could definitely see the land summoning him in London. That part makes sense. Then, how did he show up in Camelot and Shinjuku? We asked Holmes about that, and he said he managed to prolong his materialization and ray-shifted on his own. You mean like Miyamoto Masashi? No, he can't do it repeatedly like she can. He said twice was his limit, and it came at the cost of seriously weakening himself. According to him, those two force ray shifts inevitably rendered him incapable of combat. I see. So that's why he did almost no fighting in Shinjuku. At the Shinjuku, he and Master formed an official contract that got rid of his, well, debuffs, but it also made it impossible for him to race shift alone. At least, that's what he said before. I see. Well, then it all makes sense. But still, something's still nagging at me. I can't figure out what it could be. Still, I can say this much without a doubt. Holmes, of all people, would never betray us. There's just no way. When you take all of his accomplishments, his attitude, his motives, and everything else about him into consideration, it's obvious there's no theory that could possibly explain why he would do such a thing. I trust Holmes completely. How about you, Dark? I know Holmes is a good guy. I trust him too. I'm not so sure. I'm not sure. Well, it doesn't matter either way. I'm just giving you guys some good food for thought. I mean, there are a lot of suspicious circumstances with him that I'm like, gotta keep an eye out for this guy. Might as well use that, even though it's not purpose. Now that's got 3 minutes. Enjoy the booty while it lasts. Yeah, that reminds me. I don't think I did that. Maybe I did and I'm just stupid. Give me one moment, I gotta check on something. I don't know if I did that with the one stream thingy. But we got the seeds of doubt-ish kind of playing in the mind. Okay, that one's fine. How about this? And then, let me confirm, do I don't think I did, but let me see. I did not. Alright, let me fix that. Alright, a little bit on the YouTube side was a bit off, but that's okay, we fixed it now. Okay, back to this. Having said that, Dark, Mash, can you just forget about this whole discussion? This is Holmes we're talking about here. I don't want things getting awkward if you trust him. And if you start doubting him now, it's not going to take long for Sherlock freaking Holmes to figure that out. It's easier said than done. Maybe you should hit my head to make me forget? Why would I do that? I could just use a really basic spell for sealing away memories. It can only be cast if the target consents to it, though, and it comes with some restrictions. What about me? How can I forget about this discussion? There's a file in Chaldea's library on the storm border, number AG134458. I hit a memory sealing spell scroll up there under the air. Alpine goat section. What? All you have to do is inscribe the date and time. Okay, I'll try that. Dark. Mash. This is only a seal. It probably won't make you completely forget. Your subconscious will still remember this conversation. So if you really trust Holmes, then keep observing him and doubting him so he can put this at rest, and trust him all the more. That much more. Got it? Alright. See you tomorrow. A consensual memory wipe spell. Interesting. Didn't know such a thing exists. We are the Charles Commandos. Okay. Ah, my fucking everything. Alright. Back. What time we at? That's not bad. I have 100 days with 25 layer lines to complete this fucking shit if I really wanted. Interesting. Let's see, it is noon now. Oh, just about. Yeah, we can do at least one more section. Given how today is gonna be, it's gonna be interesting. That said, I think I am going to pause to go and grab some lunch. So, that said, let me just grab this shit. So I think I'm going to be back in a few minutes. Plus, I kind of got to go to the bathroom anyway. Might as well do 2 birds in 1 stone or something. Fuck. So yeah, I'll be back in a little bit. My legs. gotta grab my water, so I'm still not back, but we're here. And on that note, let me just set that. Goddamn stupid. Okay. That's all set now. Like I said, I finished eating. I just got to grab water. I will be right back, and then we'll continue with the Traum. At least do this singularity, in this section, and we kind of just go from there. Okay. Got me water. Now we're doing the thing. Okay. Good morning, senpai. Oh, noises. Morning. And a lovely morning it is. You are! It looks to be perfect weather for the first day of work as part of the new commando team. Unit. That's not a bad omen. There's not a bad omen to be seen. I think. And we have the toast. She eating the toys. The fucking stereotypical fucking... I'm running to school, eating toast. Good morning, everyone. It's me, Zufu. I know it's short notice, but I think we should get going right away. The sooner we leave, the sooner we get back and rest. Munching. Already planning your break, huh? Maybe this is because I was such a hard worker in life, but since being summoned, I've been seeking for breaks more than anything. Munching. Why'd she just cover her ears? Oh. Good morning, everyone. I hope you're as excited to get started as I am. How are you this peppy this early? If you guys hadn't come along, I would have had to work with him alone. My stomach aches just thinking about it. Be that as it may, just because it's morning doesn't mean we won't be running into any enemies. We'll have to take advantage of this opportunity to demonstrate how useful we can be. Then I'll take the front line, just as we discussed yesterday. Lord Holmes, Dark, you two shall keep to the middle. You, Lady Jufu, will bring up the rear. Are we agreed? Sure, works for me. I'll come along too. It doesn't seem like there's anything for me to do around here on my own anyway. Then let us be on our way. We'll be leaving for the North Gate at the main road. From the North Gate, my bad. You know, I'm wondering since we got here, how does commerce even function in this realm? You know, that's actually a valid question. How does economy work here? Better than you think. Of course, all transactions are made with QP. Oh god, they use QP here too. Besides, there's no point in hanging on to more enhancement resources than you need after killing a demonic beast. That's how the servants of all three realms enhance their spirit origins. I still have a long way to go myself, but at least I'm doing better than you guys. Yeah, well, I'm not even a servant, so... Oh, hang on. I actually have to do some shopping while we're here. Is she buying rocks? Ah, shit, Charlemagne. Hey, can you see me? That voice, Satan? Hey, looks like we both got away clean. Congrats. Why the hood? Now this, let's just say I got my reasons for wanting to keep to myself around here. Everything okay with you? Yep. Everything's fine. Honestly, I'm more worried about you. But you seem like you're doing fine, so never mind. So what are you gonna do now that you're free? I think I'll just hang around here for a while. This place ain't nearly as savage as the Revenge realm, so I got a feeling things will work out. How about you? You're off on a mission. I wish I could help you out, I really do. But I'm afraid that's easier said than done. Sorry. No worries. Okay, I'm gonna go give it my best shot. Awesome. You totally got this. Alright, I think I'll get going too. Bye. Bye. Something wrong? Oh no, everything's fine. Then try to keep up. This mission looks like it's gonna be a real bitch. But both coming and going. Huh? Nani the fuck you talking about, Kodik? Alright, I guess you wouldn't know since you were passed out. Our destination is way up in the mountains. There's no rope or anything to help get us there. Yikes. Hey, I was just wondering. Why is it? Are we gonna have to do this on the way back too? What do you think? Then I think maybe we should take a little break. I don't think that's a good idea. Huh? Why not? There tends to be a lot of snakes in this area. What, snakes? That's no big deal. I can just cast a simple spell to... I believe these particular snakes are called Orochi in the Far East. Why are you only mentioning this now? Yep. Typical shit. Alright, so we're fighting Orochis. That's great. Alrighty then, let's see. This is my lotto farming shit, but you know, it's okay. Can always put it back later. Now the quiet thing is, I don't know if I'm fighting one or if I'm fighting multiple. That said, Duramande ain't a bad choice for that. Actually, let me think. is, again, I don't know if I'm fighting the guy who's got, if you find one or you find multiple. Fuck it. I just assume I'm fighting one. If I'm fighting multiple, I'm fighting multiple. It's fine. I can deal with them one way or the other. Damn mochis. Aha, I am fighting multiple. Shit. Okay. Of course. You know what? Get him, Psycho. Fuck him up.
流肌のなんだの関係ねえよ。強いやつが勝つだけ。俺みたいになあ。よっ。よけんなよ。バスサイナな。
Bitch. Okay, we got Taoist Sarge shit. Go get him, the writer of men.
あら、こんにちは。ちょっと失礼。ごめんなさいね。ワンショットマイラブ。さあ、ここでいいかしら。味わいなさい。メイブピー。
So close. Oh well, it's okay. You fuck. Aha, it didn't work on him though, so fuck you.
我らは欲しい。
空にてく。我らは光。あら。
特別です。導いて差し上げます。いいでしょう。欲しがり最初へ紛争する。
コルクス。
合わせてください。リオスクレス。
Bitch.
こっちよ、こっち。ああ、いい感じ。お肌がどんどん潤っちゃうわ。よくてよ、とっても。
Got to see a little bit of what the hell she do too. Way to go, everyone! Clapping. And again, it's not like we could take any credit. I helped, technically. Of course you all helped. Your aid was invaluable. Yeah? Well, that's good to hear. So, you're a caster specializing in summoning, huh, Dark? Yeah, I guess you could put it that way. Wonderful. It feels as though I've gained a seasoned warrior for my ally. You don't know the half of it. The sheer strength of Dark's shadow summons often leave even me speechless. Suffice to say, I suggest you expect the unexpected. Great. Then we should... That should make this mission a snap then. I admit, I was pretty worried about hearing 3 casters there being assigned to this mission. But now it looks like I get to take it easy the whole time. Yay! Fucking goddamn it. Alright, let's keep going. We should reach the recon area soon. Little you. Come to think of it, Miss Zhu. As a matter of interest, I do inquire. Did you ever succeed in finding the elixir of mortality? Oh, I I think maybe, or maybe not, or maybe it doesn't really matter either way. It doesn't matter. Can you please forget I just said that on the off chance Emperor Quinn Shinhan gets summoned? I don't want this coming back to bite me. And again, maybe it's okay since I doubt they'll get summoned to the Singularity anyway. They won't, right? He won't, right? Forgive me for interrupting. But we're almost to the Tower of Zaiten. It's an observation tower located right between the Revenge Realm and the Righteous Realm. Of course, the sky hasn't turned red yet, so that means we're still in the Righteous Realm. Red sky. Huh? Oh yeah, the sky actually did turn red there. The Revenge Realm dyes the sky red to demerciate its domain and demonstrate its vengeful spirit. It's their way of telling outsiders, this is my territory, trespass and die. You know, since the land can't actually talk. Mr. Juhabdane, or whatever the fuck you say that, would you be so kind as to tell us more about what this mission entails? I believe we were told to gauge the enemy's strength. That's right. We learned a small battalion had been stationed here not too long ago. Our objective is to find out what kind of servants are in it. Of course, depending on the situation, we may also decide to eliminate them. How small is small in this case? About 10 to 12 servants or so. They do outnumber us a bit, but we should be able to handle them just fine. As I'm told, they're all no more than phantom-level servants. It's phantom spirit level, yes. So now, we just have to decide what our first move will be. A tower, huh? Never seen a tower like that before. Same here. It's a little big for a lookout tower. Fascinating. Did you figure something out? Not from the exterior alone, no. We'll have to make our way inside first. Shh. I see they have patrols out. I don't see any lookouts standing watch outside. But they have to have at least a few somewhere. We can safely assume there are assassins about, hiding themselves with present concealment. Probably 3 of them. And if I were in charge of where they would station, I'd post one on either side of the doors and another behind the first two. And I'll try drawing them out of hiding. Now that you've narrowed down the field of possibilities, I should be able to use an effective tower start. I'll also put up a soundproofing bounded field while I'm at it. If we're lucky, we'll be able to make it into the tower without anyone noticing. Amazing. We're lucky to have you with us, Lady Zufu. As long as you appreciate it. Okay, is everyone ready? Ready. Indeed. All set. Good. Motion forbidden, spirit enhanced, body pacified. Then add a dash of tongue twisting and silencing. What? Enemies, but I can't move. Enemy attack. Enemy attack. Damn it, they can't hear me either. I am Duramande Undaheim of the Knights of Fion. How about you? I'll just stay anonymous if it's all the same to you. Thanks. Charles the Great Commandos, charge! You're actually telling them who you are? Then at least get your story straight. Alright then, let's take care of them, shall we? Please get your story straight, damn it. Alright, so I'm fighting at least one, probably more. So I think we'll go with... I think I'll go with my motherfucking kaiju. The counter bitch. And eeny, meeny, miny, I am evil laughing noises. The gay evil clown. Version 2. Japanese boogaloo. Surprise attack successful. Hooray. New skills. Shit.
話くらい聞きますね。ラテンの
And then, of course, I got the one that allows me to fucking, of course.
真夏の木
Actually, no,
あ
let's
と
do
よりいい
that,
です。
that,
先に
that.
立つ
Of course, you gave me the card that I was expecting later. If any of these bitches survive this
の。アン
anyway,
サ
they might hide you.
光の時これまで疑似神格並列接続暗黒太陽臨界狂乱怒涛悪霊作
Ah, one of them died.
なるほど
Actually, yeah, nice. Yeah, good to know.
逆光線グラマラックバゼナー
He did. I could use my thing, but I think I'll just have Kaiju Smash.
いいですよ
No kill like overkill, bitch.
プロテイン
ではでは夏のバーベキューと参りましょうや
Now I think about it, if I put her in the thing instead of my Kaiju, I'll probably get a double on that in one turn. It don't matter. It's all good either way. I will use these bronze apples because fuck them. I'm at least completing this shit, this section today. Oh, that's nice. They actually had the red and yellow. Damn it! I don't see any reinforcements coming. It looks like we're clear. I don't sense anyone on the other side of the doors either. Let's go in. At first glance, there doesn't appear to be much of note here. Let's see what's on these documents. What do they say? They appear to be plans for this tower. What, anything significant? Miss Zufu. Huh? I suspect this tower may be directly connected to a ley line. Would it be possible to confirm that? I might be able to tell from the basement. Then would you be so kind? Huh? You want me to go down by myself? No, thank you. A fair point. Go with her, Dark. Sure, why not? I'll come too. It could be dangerous with only 2 casters. Ah, fuck my neck. So where are you going, Holmes? The top of the tower, of course. Then let's just head down and see what we can find. Come on! Oh, alright. Looks like this is gonna be a major pain in the ass, though. So this goes here, and that goes there, and... Huh? Why would they do this? Alright, let's ask them. Them? Who? Those casters working over there. I'll leave them to you. Up. Huh? I can't move! Good luck. You might want to hurry since they're casters. They'll probably figure out how to break that spell pretty quickly. Next time, give us a little more warning, huh? Goddamn Zufu. Okay, only this time I won't use my motherfucking awesome kaiju. I'll use... I forgot if the power of Super Bunyan is an AoE or not. This time I'm gonna use that. Actually... makes sense to me. Mordred will go boom. And then Mama Raiko will go boom, and then... Bizarre. Fucking destroy it. If this goes according to plan, it should work. Yeah, okay, so that was only a one-term thing. Alright, let's see if Mama Raiko can kill at least the one. Nope, but it looks like it's close. Nice. Gotta love that mechanic. Ah, so that's how they... I'm afraid we killed them all. Is that going to be a problem? No, it's fine. Ask was more of a figure of speech there. I can basically tell what they're doing from their actions, their gaunt, and the spells they left behind. That's what I meant by ask. Aha, I knew it! The design is for sucking up magical energy straight from the ley line and sending it to the top of the tower. It's still not active, though. Maybe they're about to test it. How much magical energy do you think they were planning to gather? Maybe a little less than you need to form a holy grail? That's quite a lot. They must have been planning to perform a special summon here. Master, I passed Zufu's analysis onto Holmes, and he says he wants you to come to the top of the tower right away. Holmes says he wants us up top. My apologies for calling you all here on such short notice, seeing as you just got into a scrap of your own. We ran into a little resistance too, but Holmes took care of it in no time. As for you guys, I guess Duramonte must have played a big part. It was nothing. I was fortunate enough to have Lady Zufu's protection and Lord Dark's summonings. It was a group effort, and a very successful one. How are you this nice and handsome? Do pretty people have to have everything? It kind of pisses me off. Look of genuine confusion. I heard about your discovery from Miss Curelight. Are you certain? Pretty certain, yeah. I see. Then we could breathe a sigh of relief for the time being. Sucking up magical energy straight from a ley line sounds pretty ominous. Agreed. It would seem I was correct. Which is why I wanted to take a look at the top of this tower as soon as possible. See for yourselves, Mr. Deheim, Miss Zufu. Except for a particularly constructed stand, there's nothing here. I suspect this tower is intended to be a means of a direct attack on the righteous realm. The plan was most likely to convert the energy taken from the ley line into pure physical force, a powerful projectile. Which means this stand is meant to be an artillery battery. Well, shit. But once again, you can see for yourselves there's nothing here. Not yet. I suspect they simply haven't been able to build a large cannon. A cannon large or durable enough to fire such an enormous mass of magical energy. Well, that's comforting. For the time being, I suggest we investigate any servants in the Revenge Realm who had a hand in this tower. If we can keep them in check, we will naturally prevent them from completing the cannon meant for this tower. Should we be found out, our backup plan can be simply destroying this tower. The servants who are on patrol should be coming back any moment now. Let's hurry and get out of here. A tower meant to be a fucking construct, huh? Depending on the battle, you'll just say... Okay. Depending on the way who you choose, you get to decide who you get fucked by. What? The next part of our mission is to secure an abandoned stronghold. This will also be within the Righteous Realm's territory. It will take us about an entire day to get there on foot. So we're going to borrow a horse-drawn carriage from a nearby safe house and take that most of the way. I love not having to walk. Safe house. Do you perhaps have one in every region? Yes, we do. The Secretary ordered us to build them. We have 4 in the Righteous Realm, 2 in the Revenge Realm, and 1 in the Reinstatement Realm. They're all hidden very well. None have been discovered by the enemy yet. I see. It sounds as though you've done a good job covering your tracks. They certainly have a great deal more than I would have thought, though. Perhaps they're meant for some other purpose. Come, let's be on our way then. We can use the key the Secretary gave me to get inside. It needs a key? Yes, the safe houses are fit with spells to blow up the whole thing if someone tries to enter without the right key. Better safe than splattered, I suppose. I see. That does make sense. Key or not, most any servant could break into most anywhere if they wished. But if you work a place to explode upon forced entry, you eliminate the risk of the enemy getting critical information. What about stealth entry via spirit form? I'm told each individual room has its own bounded field, and they're set to explode if they detect any spirit forms too. Well done! This way. Really? I don't see any buildings out here. It's here, underneath the broken down wagon. Oh, it's an underground. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. That makes more sense than having a fucking building in the middle of the goddamn desert. Yeah, there's the horse-drawn carriage and the armored horse. Ah, this is amazing. There's a horse here? We obviously can't keep a living horse here on standby indefinitely. So I think it's kind of a golem. Alright. Those things that cavalist casters always making. The Revenge Realm uses demonic beasts to pull their carriages. I hope I'll get a chance to ride one of those too at some point. Oh, you got spare weapons here, huh? Mind if I take one? They're more for decoration than defense, since they're meant to be used in emergency. But if you're alright with that, then by all means. Besides, nobody else is going to use them. Yeah, that tracks. Oh, you got protective mystic codes too. I don't suppose I could... On second thought, never mind. Now come. Because I don't want my collar reacting to it and going on. Oh, right. So they got Western wine, but no Shangza wine here, huh? And no beer either, damn it. Oh well, once we're done with this mission, I'll just put in a request with the secretary. Alright. We better get going. I'll be the coachman. The rest of you can sit back and enjoy the ride. Be warned, I'll be driving pretty fast, so it may get bumpy. Ready? Hiya! Bumpy isn't the word. We're here. Come on, we'll walk the rest of the way on foot. You can come down from the carriage now. I think I'm gonna be sick. Same. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was going so fast. Good thing I turned into my spirit form. I didn't want to think about what would happen if I hadn't. Surprised you guys didn't do the same. You're really curious sorts, aren't you? I'm sorry to ask, but have you got any meds for motion sickness? Yeah, I do, here. Thanks. Honestly, I feel a little sick myself just watching through the monitor. Okay, now that we're all settled in, there's a stronghold up ahead that the Revenge Realm meant to use as a bridgehead for invading the Righteous Realm. Luckily, the Righteous Realm just barely managed to eke out a win, forcing the Revenge Realm servants to retreat from this region. Unfortunately, we suffered a lot of casualties in the process, so we couldn't lay claim to the fortress itself. We can't just abandon it out here, and we also don't want to do anything to draw attention to ourselves. So we decided to start storing supplies here in secret, but make sure we made it look abandoned, even as we bolster its defenses. But since it's abandoned, demonic beasts have taken up residence. So the first thing we need to do is destroy them. Once we've done that, supply crews will come to stock the place. We just need to concentrate on ridding these demonic beasts. And let's take care of these beasts now. By the way, there aren't any demonic boars among them, are there? Yeah, because he got killed by one. Can't guarantee they aren't. Why? Got something against them, Duramande? Well, one killed me, so... Somber, may you rest in peace. He's not dead yet, though. Actually, I was already! Yeah, right. How's that funny to him? I'll put up a bounded field around the stronghold to make sure no demonic beasts escape. From there, well, you know, I'll figure it out. not hearing a lot of planning in this plan. Hey, if anything, you should be admiring me for my flexibility. Well, here goes nothing. Let's begin. Yay, killing time. Of course, it's the big demonic bear. Well, it's time for this night to be a hasty retreat. Alrighty! Apologies, a bad joke. I really am conceptually weak against demonic boars, though. I bet your current weapons can handle them, then we'll handle them. Thank you, everyone. Oh, I guess so that was the choice. It's like, I bet your weapons can do it. He's like, maybe. So the choice was being, difficult or not. Alright, so I think we'll do... let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny. Gotta remind myself, what does her thing do again? Yeah, that works for me. Go get 'em, girls. There's more of them. Damn it. Okay. On one hand, I'm like, I kind of want to kill the demon boar, but on the other hand, I'm like, we got a moment.
ねえ手を聞いてこんなにつまらないものに神なるものはご就寝ですって作り変える全部作り変えるこの星月夜にうねり染め抜いて
Terror set off at once. Well, that's just bad timing. And why not? Go get him, girl. I was gonna say I might just kill you without using the one thing. Hey, you know what? Why not? Yeah, fuck it. Get him with the burn. I was gonna use the other one. Fuck.
打ちかかり手はことびきましょう継承ウィ気力連ほどほどにね見てくださったマスター
I could have ended it a lot sooner if I wanted, but I like making things difficult, apparently. It is now 1 p.m. Let's see. That's the last of the hostiles. No other readings detected nearby. Good job, Master. All done. Thank you for fighting those boars in my stead. I truly appreciate it. What about the stronghold? Oh, we're fine there. Luckily, it looks like the supply crew just arrived. Here you go. Thanks. Sign this and you can officially take over. Done. Look at that. They're all organized and shit. Alright, we'll let you guys handle it from here. We'll let you guys handle it from here. Understood. No more jobs for me. We're back on the carriage, I'm guessing. Phew. I'm glad we're taking our time on the ride back. More importantly, this would seem to bring our first mission to a successful conclusion. Feels like a pretty roundabout way to accomplish our goal. I guess that's just what we have to do in a weird singularity like this. Looks like we're in for the long haul, yeah. Indeed. Although, in that case, there's one person I'm concerned about leaving in his current state. You mean Count Vlad? Excuse me. Precisely. According to what I've heard from Gildea, both his spirit origin and contract remain intact. I suspect he's still right where we left him. We should at least collect his body and bring him somewhere safer. Why don't we talk to Charles the Great about it? Good idea. It would be prudent to ask his assistance. We're almost to the safe house. From there, we'll be huffing it again. Almost in unison, the two mages let out a sigh of bone-deep weariness. Okay. Meanwhile, in the righteous realm, Don Quack de la Macha's departure. So we're gonna be marching on the righteous realm first? Is that what we're doing? Interesting. Well, that'll be something to continue later. In fucking Mordor! Alright. That's been entertaining. Okay. So today's a little weird, given how things going. I did intend to start a new game today. A nice crack on my back. But I think instead I'm going to stream watch this Union of Salvation movie I had my eyes on for a while. That whole movie about the Decemberist uprising in Russia. That's the plan anyway. Then we'll see how things go from there. And then tomorrow will be SWOTOR and Assassin's Credo as usual. And we'll see how things happen. Happen from there. As for Friday, I don't know if I'm going to stream at all. I really need to get back into the groove of writing. We'll see how things go, though. Anywho, thanks people coming by, at least saying hello. I do appreciate it. Have a good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever goddamn time zone you guys are in. And we will see you all again next time, whenever the hell I stream. So bye-bye, have a wonderful time. We'll see you later.